In my opinion, Steph Curry is the worst leader in NBA history, people. The worst leader by far. By far. I've never seen a worse leader in NBA history since I've been watching basketball and following it from an in-depth perspective. This guy is the worst leader ever, people. First of all, Draymond Green is still on the Golden State Warriors. This man has single-handedly cost his Steph Curry has single-handedly cost himself multiple rings. He allows Steve Kerr, that's right, I said he allows his coach, Steve Kerr, who wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. He allows his head coach to run a rogue system. He allowed his GM to draft two guys who should not have been drafted in the first round as early as they did. Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga, people. They had the Golden State Warriors. Listen to how crazy this is. The Golden State Warriors literally had an opportunity to literally reboot while still having superstar talent on their team. They somehow ended up with two first round picks, people. The Golden State Warriors ended up with two first round picks. And you know what they did? They drafted two guys who won't be in one of those guys probably won't be in the league as long as he should be, but he's still young, so he may have a chance. So let's look at it, right? They drafted Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody in the 2021 NBA draft. Let's look at this. Draft picks. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it? Draft lottery. There it go. Oh my God. Now I'm looking for the players. Come on now. Okay, here we go right here. Now, with the 7th pick, the Warriors drafted Jonathan Kuminga out of the Congo, out of the NBA G League, a terrible organization. The NBA G League doesn't produce anybody good, doesn't advance anybody good, doesn't help any talent at all. So they took Jonathan Kuminga, and Franz Wagner went number 8 right after that, who went to Michigan, by the way, actually played in college. Crazy, right? Then at 14, they drafted Moses Moody out of Arkansas. A decent shooter, but not really that good. Look who came after him. Now, Corey Kispert, I say he's the same as Moses Moody, except he probably can shoot and do a little bit more. But after him, Alfred Sengun, center, went. Trey Murphy went. Jalen Johnson. All three of these guys literally went after, and I'm not even going to say some of the other role players, but all three, these are the key ones. Alfred Sengun, Trey Murphy, and Jalen Johnson went after Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga. Let me add to that. Franz Wagner, Alfred Sengun, Trey Murphy, and Jalen Johnson all went after Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. So you sat back and you allowed them to draft horrible, make horrible draft decisions. Ever since the Warriors became a powerhouse, they have drafted nothing but horrible players. You sat back and let that happen. You sat back and let Draymond Green run Kevin Durant out of town. You sat back and let Draymond Green punch a young and upcoming player who could have took your spot when you retired in Jordan Poole, and then got him traded. Allowed the team to trade him. You sat back and let that happen. You sat back, Steph Curry sat back and let Klay Thompson not get re-signed. A guy that came back from a torn ACL and helped him win his 4th ring. He allowed Golden State Warriors to disrespect him and not sign him back. You didn't fight for Klay. You didn't fight for Kevin Durant. You allowed your teammate Draymond Green to literally ruin everything for you. And also the system that the Golden State Warriors run, Steph Curry hasn't adjusted his game to help none of the young guys. Let's just say, okay, the young guys are not as talented, but they're not that bad. But Steph Curry has yet to modify his game to help his teammates. If you look at the offense the Golden State Warriors run, nobody benefits from it except Steph Curry. He doesn't make his teammates better at all. Name one player that Steph Curry has played with that he has made better. You can't. He doesn't help the young talent get better. He doesn't help role players get better because the offense is tailored around him. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you got to be able to get your teammates looks. You got to be able to, your teammates got to be able to thrive next to you. And nobody thrives next to Steph Curry. The only players that ever thrived next to Steph Curry was Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. And the front office, he allowed the front office to disrespect Klay Thompson, and he allowed his teammate Draymond Green, who can't help him offensively, run Kevin Durant out of there. Steph Curry is literally the worst superstar leader in the history of the NBA. And he's paying for it now with the roster that he has because he doesn't use his voice. He doesn't use his weight to make things right. Golden State was a poverty franchise before he got there, and Golden State will become a poverty franchise again once he retires. Steph Curry can have all the talent surrounding him in the world in terms of role players, but he doesn't because he doesn't speak up. He doesn't help his teammates. Every time you see a confrontation on the bench or on the court, Steph Curry is nowhere to be found. Steph Curry never calms down Draymond Green. You never see anything from him. Never. And it's his fault why he will never win another ring in Golden State.